Hey everybody, welcome back to Mike Oski's Kitchen. My name is Mike Olszewski and I am the chef of this kitchen. Thanks for tuning in, and I hope if you're tuning in that you're the chef of your kitchen or trying to be or getting there. Hey, we're having a great time here making all kinds of different foods, but you know what? If anybody who knows me knows that I love Polish food, of course I do, but I also love seafood. Ahoy Mates! We're making a seafood dish today that is so simple you can get it done in about 15 or 20 minutes in your house. I'm going to show you how to do it. Very simple ingredients, very simple process, no cutting, no dicing, no nothing. Just some mixing, that's about all it's gonna take, okay? So here's what's gonna go into this. It's gonna go Parmesan cheese, some parsley, some cayenne pepper, some paprika, garlic powder, 6 tablespoons of butter. We're gonna melt that down. Black pepper, and of course black pepper, and then you have some sea salt, and some lemon juice, and of course some white wine. And of course now, here's the main course. Here's the main actor. The lead role is sea scallops. 2 pounds of scallops. You can use 2 pounds of the big scallops, or you can use a pound of the big scallops, or a pound of the smaller little bitty scallops. I like to use both because, I don't know, it's more fun to do it that way. So what I'm gonna do, a couple things. When I come back, I'm gonna go ahead and melt this butter down. When I come back, it'll be melted. And I'm gonna show you what I'm doing with these scallops too. I'm gonna cut the bags open. I'm gonna go ahead and put them in a strainer. Just get kind of the water off them. I'm not gonna rinse them, but I'm just gonna go ahead and let the water. I'm then gonna bring them out of the strainer. I'm gonna pat them dry, and I'm gonna show you what's gonna happen after that. Simple recipe. This is gonna be a quick one. You're gonna love it. You'll make it 10 times, 20, 30 times this summer. It's awesome. I'll be right back. Okay, hey, welcome back. We're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna show you one of the, since these are baked sea scallops, we've got to make a little covering for them when we bake them. This is gonna be the covering. It's fantastic. Coating, covering, whatever you wanna call it. Right here, my scallops are sitting here. I've already put them in a strainer, let the water run out of them a little bit, and I put them on here, so some paper towel, and I'm just patting them dry, okay? So I'll show you what we're gonna do with those in a second here, but let's make our topping or our coating. So what I did was 6 tablespoons of the butter, so that's already melted down. Now here we go. Here are the ingredients. 2 tablespoons of white wine, 1 and 2, and then a sip for you. That's very good. And then we're gonna go lemon juice, 1 tablespoon of lemon juice. Very easy, very good. And then next thing you wanna do is the Parmesan cheese. Now remember I said Parmesan cheese, we're gonna go 1/2 cup into this thing, okay? We're gonna use some more Parmesan cheese in a little bit. At this point when you put the parm in, go ahead and mix it a little bit. Kind of set everything together, because we're gonna add some more spices here just in a second, okay? That's nice. Now, we're gonna go ahead and move the Parmesan cheese out of the way. We're gonna do some salt. So how much salt do we want? We're gonna go 1/2 teaspoon of sea salt. Or you can use regular table salt, doesn't matter, it's whatever you prefer. 1/2 of that, and then 1/2 teaspoon of pepper. Perfect. All right, and then we're gonna go 1 teaspoon of garlic powder. Love the garlic powder. A full teaspoon of that. And then 1 teaspoon of dried parsley. So we're gonna put it in here. It's already mixed in one places. And a little bit more of that. And then finally, 1/8 of a teaspoon of cayenne. You don't wanna get this too spicy. If it gets too spicy, sometimes it takes off. If you like the heat on it, add a little bit more. It's up to you, it's your dish. So I'm gonna put about 1/8 in there, okay? And then finally, we're gonna top it off with some paprika, about 1/4 of a teaspoon, okay? Again, same thing. If it gets too spicy, you don't want it to, but if you like that spicy taste, go for it. I'll put a little bit back. There we go. Now, one big mix. Hang on here. One big mix. This is gonna be our coating, or sauce, so to speak. It's gonna go over it. And that's it. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna let this sit for, about 10 minutes and let it thicken, okay? And while that's thickening, this is kind of your consistency right here. You can see it. It's a little thin right now, but it will thicken as it sets up with the Parmesan cheese in there. So I'm gonna put this aside 10 minutes or so, and then I'm gonna show you when we come back, I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do with the scallops, and we're about ready to cook this thing. That's how easy this one is. I'll see you right back here. Folks, I'm gonna tell you what, if you like scallops, this is really gonna be a great dish for you. So simple, so easy. You're gonna love it. I promise you're gonna love it. So my scallops are sitting here, okay? So what I'm using some baby scallops, and you can buy the jumbo scallops all of one, you know, each scallop's a jumbo scallop, or you buy the jumbo pieces, which is a little cheaper too. So you don't have to break the bank buying scallops. Scallops can be pretty expensive. So buy the baby ones or buy the pieces. It's all the same thing. It's a scallop, for God's sake. So anyway, they're dried out a little bit. I patted them down with a paper towel. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and add them into this dish. Whoop. Before I do, we want to go ahead and coat the dish with a little bit of nonstick. And then what we're going to do, we're just going to layer these scallops in the dish. Just a nice little layer. Really no rhyme or reason of what to do with it, okay? You just want one nice flat layer of it, because what we're going to do is put this topping on it when we're done. And then, folks, we're going to bake it. You see how these nice are fitting in there? Fit them in tight. You want them nice and tight, because it makes this wonderful bake. It sticks together so nicely. Almost got it. Sometimes I move slow, but if I start singing, stop me, because you know, I get in my kitchen sometimes and I kind of lose out where I'm at and start enjoying myself. And you should too. Cooking's fun, guys. Seriously, have a good time. Be yourself. And by the way, I've done wash my hands a couple times, so people can relax about that. There we go. Scallops. So now what we want to do is take our sauce that we had. Look how thick that is now. You can see, remember before when I showed you, it was runny? Now it's just dripping off. We just want to go ahead and add it on here. All over it, just cover the top. And we're just going to kind of fade it in, blend it in with the back of our spoon. So we're just covering the top of these scallops. Pretty simple. In the meantime, I've set my oven for 350 degrees. And that's what these guys are going to cook at for about 20 to 25 minutes, depending on your oven. And we're going to take them out, and we got one more step with them after they come out. We're going to broil them a little bit to crisp them up, because what we're going to do is when we bring them out of the oven, we're going to add additional Parmesan cheese on, about 1/4 cup, and then we're going to put them in a broiler and let it brown a little bit. But right there, you can see that's what our scallops look like when they're going to go in. I'm putting them in right now for 20 to 25 minutes. We'll pull them out. We'll see you when we get there, and we'll show you what we're going to do the next step as far as getting ready in the broil. We'll be right back. Hey, real quick, before we put these scallops in, I forgot to tell you, I want to make sure you know this. Cover these things with some aluminum foil. I'll tell you why. If you don't, they'll dry out. Put some foil on this and just cover it up. Again, we're going to go 20 to 25 minutes at 350. And we'll take this foil off, then we'll throw it to the broiler and let it brown a little bit, but put the foil on. If not, you're going to have a really dry mess inside. So I am ready to go. I'm going to put it in the oven. And like I said, I'm ready to go now. I'll see you right back here when they come out. Hey, welcome back, folks. We have just taken our scallops out of the oven. It's been about 20 minutes. They look about ready to go. I'm going to go ahead and take off this aluminum foil. Oh, that looks fantastic. I hope you can see it. Now, one other thing we're going to do before we actually eat this, I'm going to turn my broiler on. So what I'm going to do is take 1/4 cup of Parm cheese. I'm just going to go ahead and sprinkle this on the top. Just on the top. And what we're going to do is put it in the broiler for about 2 to 3 minutes. And then what that's going to do is going to crisp it up a little bit on the top. And boy, oh boy, is this going to be fantastic. I love seafood, and if you do, you will love this dish. Look how easy it is. I'm going to go ahead and take it right now, put it in the broiler, 2 to 3 minutes, and we're ready to eat this puppy. I'll see you. Welcome back. Hey, it's time to eat some scallops. But I also made some green beans, roasted green beans. Simply what I did, I put them in a gallon-sized type of bag. I put some olive oil, some salt and pepper, and I just kind of coated it, put it on a baking dish and baked it at 400 for 15 minutes. So what I'm going to do, this is how I like to serve these. Take some of these green beans. We're going to lay them down there. Okay? Just kind of put them across the plate. So you're going to get everything. Now, the scallops. Here's one thing you want to do. Just kind of move them around. You want to mix them up a little bit. So you can see it crusted up pretty nicely in the broiler. So that additional Parmesan cheese, boy, made a difference. Look at this. Would you look at this? That, folks, is amazing. I cannot wait to try it. Now, if you want to make it look pretty for your household, go ahead. take some of that parsley that you used earlier and just gently spread some on top of it. Just gently. Just gently, not much. Pretty. Now, that is a meal. I can't wait to taste it. So now it's time to taste this wonderful masterpiece. A little sip of beer. I'm gonna get a little bit of the scallop and a green bean or so, and we're gonna get a shot at it. Oh man, you're gonna love this. Wonderful flavors in the scallop. And the green bean makes a difference. Oh boy, that's really, really, really good. Guys, you're gonna love this. So easy. I love seafood. I love it so much. This is good. If you like scallops, you like seafood, this is simple. You can make it with your family, put it on the table. They're gonna ask for it again and again and again. I promise you that. Hey, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for being here. I love being with you. I love showing you some of these easy ways to do things. Make this for your family. And if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. You don't want to miss any upcoming recipes because we got grilling stuff coming up. Summer's almost here. Oh man, we got lots to do. Thanks for tuning in. Look forward to seeing you next time. And my own love and Polish way of saying, na zdrowie.